I'm Thea Cabong, a features writer from the Animo.
Ako si Rafi, ang katuwang na patnugot ng pampalakasan ng Pana Verde.
I'm Jose Miguel Villegas, former broadcasting head of the Animo and still a current student media personnel.
I'm Katrina, the lead, and I am the managing editor of the Animo.
I am Martina Shoson, the editor-in-chief of the Animo.
Ako si Hannah de Chavez, ang punong patnugot ng Pana Verde.
Do you think the rise of public censorship poses a threat to the credibility of journalism?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oo.
Yes.
Do you think journalists should prioritize reporting stories that challenge prevailing narratives, even if they may stir up controversy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think they should.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
As a journalist, have you ever felt pressured to hold back or avoid covering sensitive topics in your publication due to fear of backlash, controversy, or red tagging?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there was always that fear.
Yes.
Oo.
No.
Would you still choose to be a journalist despite the prevalence of all the earlier mentioned threats and uncertainties?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course, I will always.
Yes.
Oo. Definitely.
Yes.
Why?
These days, as I have discussions with my parents on what I want to do with my life, they always end up asking me that very question. I understand. Journalism is a difficult career and it's not one that you can take lightly. However, I believe that the decline of interest in the field is precisely the reason why journalism is more important than ever. We've seen firsthand from the previous presidential elections how devastating disinformation can be if it is left unattended. So, it is our job as journalists to ensure that democracy is kept burning and to provide a platform for underrepresented voices and stories that extend far beyond the classroom.
For me, journalism is not merely a work, but a principle na pinangahawakan ko since it requires a lot of dedication. Even though journalism can hone someone's journalistic skills, I still believe that the main purpose of journalism is for the people, for us to create a story that the people needs, not story that the people want.
I think I'll always choose to be a journalist, a campus journalist to be specific, since the ideas of students, the voices of students, their opinions always matter. People might say that, oh, you're still young, go study, go focus on your assignments or on your task the next day. But as students, especially studying here in a very prestigious institution, we are given the opportunities to be able to be aware, to delve into the topics of what's happening in our country right now, whether it be politics, pop culture, or anything else under the sun. So all of our ideas matter. So that's the reason why campus journalism, or why I still choose to become a campus journalist, in order to provide an outlet for these students to voice out their ideas, to voice out their opinions, which will always matter, no matter how small.
I'll always be a campus journalist, or if not, I'll always uphold the principles that journalism wants to achieve, simply because it's our basic human right. We have the right to freedom of speech. We have the right to freedom of the press in this democratic country, and if we allow threats that were mentioned earlier to really intimidate us and silence us, we won't be able to amplify the voices that need to be heard, especially for those of the less fortunate who do not have the platform that we have the privilege to use. There are people out there who do not have access to good quality education, therefore they're not properly able to voice out their needs and what they need as a community. So for us who has the privilege of a platform, for us who have this sort of freedom and ability to really go out there and emphasize what our people need, we must always utilize that. Even if you are not a campus journalist, you must always uphold the principles of one.
Para sa masa at para sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Dahil bilang mga mamamahayag, kinakailangan nating tumindig ng buong puso at walang takot laban sa panlilinlang at mga abuso upang patuloy na maghatid ng katotohanan. At bilang campus journalist, responsibilidad natin na magsilbing boses ng kabataan at boses ng sambayanang Pilipino hanggang sa kasulok-sulukan ng bayan upang magmulat at mamulat.
For me, I would still want to continue being a journalist despite all of the challenges that are set upon us. Because for me, I find a sense of purpose in being a journalist. And that purpose is being the voice for the voiceless and having their voices amplified. By every article, by every story, and by every narrative that I post and put out in the public, I find a sense of fulfillment in knowing that I've helped them in some way. And for me, that's the most indispensable part and principle of being a journalist is that you remain true to your principles.